Alright guys, let's go and take a walk and do a pod review. So let's take a look at the plant. And I already picked the peppers off it already, the ones that are all ripe. But I want to show you the plant. And then I'll show you the pepper that I'm going to review. Man, it's just scorching out here, man. Holy mackerel. It just seems like it's getting hotter by the day. Anyway, here it is. This is the variety that I'm talking about right here. And this is called the Kardoula. Kardoula. I'm not sure. I think that's what it's called. That's what it is. And you can see it's a very nice, productive plant. You can see there's peppers all over this thing. Got a little bit of slug damage there, but not too bad. You can see it's loaded with peppers up and down. I just watered this plant too, and it's still wilting in the sun. It's just been absolutely cooking hot out here. But anyway, here it goes. We got a ripe one ready. And it is the same pepper as these, just so you know. A lot of people be like, this is the same thing. It is. You see it right here. Here's a green one. I can't see what's in the camera, because the camera doesn't, the sun is blurring everything out. All right, let's take you inside my office. Let's give this thing let's give that a go. Alright, so that's it. Let's get you into the prime area where I do all my shooting. That's a nice look right there. Kardoula. It's a pretty productive variety, to be quite honest with you. It puts out quite a few of these. I mean, I got 3 plants going. I'm probably going to end up with about 60 or 70 peppers off of those 3 plants. That's plenty. That's, I mean, for one person, I don't know what you do with all them peppers except pickle them. And that's probably what I'll end up doing with some of these. A lot of these, what I'm going to do, not with these, but with the super hots, I'm going to cut them in half, remove the seeds. I'm going to sell the halves for you so you can buy the halves, the pepper halves. And here's my mask guy. He's my pepper review specialist. Right, Chico? You're my specialist. He's a specialist. You make sure I do it right. So anyway, there it is. Let's turn you around and give that a go. Alright guys, here we are. It is cooking hot out again today. It's been an absolute baking summer. The sun is absolutely blinding. But we're going to do a pod review for you anyway, even though I'm sweating my icicles off. And there it is. That is the Kardoula. So let's give that a bite and see what it tastes like and see if there's any heat on it. So I don't know if it's a sweet or hot one. But there it is. Let's give it a go. There's something there. I'm about to sneeze. As soon as I bit that thing, I wanted to sneeze. Not too hot, but there is heat on it. This is one of those peppers, when I bite them, there's something in it that makes me sneeze. I have no idea what it is. There's some kind of a gas that builds up on the inside when I bite it. That goes right into my sinuses, and I sneeze like crazy. Sometimes I sneeze 5-6 times. It didn't happen. I'm holding it off. Okay, so let's start off with the flavor. It's a nice sweet pepper. When I say sweet pepper, I'm actually talking about the sugar in this case. It's not a sweet pepper per se. There is a little bit of heat on this, but very, very mild. It's not even enough to really be off-putting per se. So what do I mean? So when I'm cooking, I either want to use sweet peppers, and then there's hot peppers. And whenever I use sweet peppers, I don't want to taste any capsaicin in it at all. I don't want none, because it's not the way that dish is supposed to taste, for example. Or I don't want that taste of that capsicum in there. I can taste the capsicum. So it's not because of the heat, it's just the flavor of that capsicum I don't want in there. It's like snake venom in your dinner. So it'd be like eating tomato sauce that's made with Reapers or something. It just would be, it'd be off-putting. You can't, how do you eat that? It just doesn't go. For me, it doesn't work. Yeah, salsas and that kind of stuff, yeah, but like certain dishes, it doesn't work, right? So I like sweet peppers. Now, this is a very, very mild pepper, and it's sweet in general. What does it taste like? It has a nice annuum type flavor, like a sweet, fully ripened bell pepper type sweetness. Doesn't quite taste like a California Wonder per se, but if you let your California Wonders ripen to their red, you get this appleish type of flavor with it. Now, these weren't appleish like that type of bell pepper, though it was sweet and it held like a pepper type of flavor. It didn't develop a pre-taste to it. I refer to that oftentimes as that upfront taste, as a an overtone, and an undertone would be your aftertaste, right? An overtone is like the kind of a berry flavor you get or something in the beginning of the taste profile when you first eat it, and then there's the undertones, which is your aftertaste, right? So I didn't get any overtones with this, no berry flavors or anything in the beginning, but the aftertone had a nice pepper flavor to it. No kind of berry or apple-ish thing, but it had the nice sweet taste. I'll take another bite off it. It's got a very neutral flavor. It's got a nice peppery type flavor with a little bit of sweetness. No overtones, no undertones. However, that last bite I just took there, very slightly, I got a little bit of like a black cherry type flavor in the beginning. A very slight overtone, but it dissipated very quickly. But almost like I was able to pick something up. It was very nice, a very nice pepper. Again, it's very low heat. If I was to put a number on the heat, probably like 400 to 500 on the heat. It's very low. In general, it's just tingling the lips a little bit around the edges of the tongue. A little tingle on the tonsils in the back. It's kind of warm going down. It's not hot or anything. You can feel it, you know, a little bit of warmth going down. Outside of that, it's very low. You're not gonna. The biggest aspect of that whole burn, believe it or not, is my lips. My lips are burning actually quite a bit right now, more than anything else. The lips are burning. They're burning good. They're burning more than that 500 I just. They're like 1,000, 1,200 on the lips right now. That's what it feels like. The lips. Everything else is fine. Everything else is probably less than 200 even. The lips are cooking. I don't know. I did a pod review before. It could be because of that. So yeah, it's a very low heat pepper. It might be a little bit from residual from another pod I just recently did, which is starting to really fire me up. But it's a good pepper if you guys are looking for something that's mild in heat and it's not too hot. This is a good option for you. Again, these plants are very productive. Even with the horror of a summer we had growing peppers this year, even with that horror, I still did pretty good with these plants. I think there's like 2 plants in there. And I'm going to probably get over 60 pods out of it. I mean, for me, that's more than enough, guys. I don't even know how or what to do with that many pods, to be honest with you. Especially this kind. I mean, there's only so many things I'd like to apply a dish, you know, to a dish, for example. You know, I don't just throw it in everything. I like to make certain things with certain peppers that are real hot, slightly hot, and then not hot at all, so to speak. Man, my lips are really burning. But this is very mild in general. Yeah, that heat is from, I ate it pepper earlier. It may have been a little bit on my outside of my lip or something. I just gave it a lick, and boy, that one's coming back. But it's a nice pepper. Definitely give this a go if you're looking for something mild to cook with. This is nice. You can eat these green. Yes, you can. You can eat them green, or you can eat them red. And if you eat them green, there'll be even less heat than this. So you may not even get much heat on that at all, to be honest with you, if you're going to pick them and eat them green. I usually wait until I ripen because I need the seed. But it's a good one. Give it a go, guys. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go over to HRCs and pick up seed for this if you want to give that a grow. And I will also, whatever information I have, I'll put in the description below for you so you can read about it. And I'll also put it on the website. But keep in mind, anytime I do changes, it's just going to be on the website, and I'm not going to change the information in the video description. I just don't have time for that. So I do it on the website anytime I do any kind of updating to anything. I don't have time. Sometimes I go back to the videos, but most of the time I don't. But anyway, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.